our nighttime stories were stories. Very good time in life.
Okay, and it's back to the basic.
Social media.
And you took your children, telling them story, and it was a fun time in life.
Yes.
Okay, and the kids still remember them. Is that right?
They do. They certainly do.
Okay.
They still tease me about it. They say, "Mom, you were telling us stories. They weren't real true."
Well, tell me the story again.
Kathy.
The monkey.
Well, we did the same drive every night. We'd get in the car and go over to put my friend to bed. So, as we were driving, you know, the kids were a little bit bored. So I would just create things along the way. And there were a grove of trees on the way to her house. So every time we came around that corner, I would say to my kids, "Look for the monkeys." And we would just slow down and we would look for monkeys. And my kids just thought it was so great. Their eyes were peeled and they were looking for monkeys. And we did that night after night, and my kids still remember today. And the funniest thing is I've got 2 daughters and a little boy at that time, and my daughters could see the monkeys, but my son, he would look and look and look, but he never admitted to seeing a monkey.
An honest dude.
Yeah, he's an honest dude. He was like, "Mom, where?" It was a lot of fun, and we created our own moments. It was free, it cost nothing.
Yes, and how many years ago?
About 25 years ago.
Were you a nurse back then?
No, I wasn't. But my friend was a nurse that had MS, and she really gave me a lot of inspiration. Told me, you know, hey, go for it. And I was like, I've got all these kids, and I can't go to school. And she said, you certainly can. So that's what happened. I raised my kids and went to school. My husband was very supportive, and now I'm a nurse who tells stories about monkeys.
Perfect. I love it. But tell me, you told me about your friend Virginia.
Got MS when she was quite young, and she was a nurse. She started out with a crutch, and then she actually had to go to a wheelchair. Her husband sold yachts at the Delta in Stockton, and they actually lived on a yacht. And he passed away, and after he passed away, she wouldn't give it up. She was in a wheelchair on a yacht. She stayed there for probably 1.5 years until her kids were like, "Mom, if something happens to this yacht, you're in a wheelchair, for God's sake, you can't get off of it." So she got an apartment, refused to go to a care home, just wanted someone to get her up in the morning, put her into her wheelchair, and someone to put her back to bed at night. She was amazing. I did that for her for probably 5 years, and I never heard her complain one time. She was just an amazing person, and I still miss her today.
Okay, and this morning you were thinking about her when you brushing your teeth. Can you tell me about that moment that you remember?
Well, she never wasted anything, and this is way back before people didn't waste water or we were conservationists about water. But the funniest thing about her was I'd get there early sometimes. She'd be brushing her teeth, and she would turn her water on, and she had instead of a cup, she had the top to her hairspray can that was she probably used that for years and years, and that's what she'd get a little water in to brush her teeth. And every time I brushed my teeth, I'd let the water run, and this morning I looked over at my hairspray can, I thought of her, and I shut my water off right away. And that was years ago. Those memories are still with me. And she's just an amazing person that I still miss today.